If you decide to form a company, then obviously there are going to be certain necessary steps that you need to take in order to get your company registered, and we have already gone through the necessary steps in earlier lectures. So as you can probably recall, the very first step in the formation of a company is to reserve a name for your company, that is the reservation of your name. And it is about this concept of reservation that I want to talk about in this lecture. And I'm not going to discuss the rules relating to the choice of a name because I have discussed those in detail. So for instance, a company cannot choose a name that is identical to or that closely resembles the name of a company. The purpose of this short lecture is simply to talk about the concept of reservation and why it is so important. So it's usually advisable for the promoters of a company to obtain a clearance from the registrar as soon as possible about the availability of the name that they have proposed for their company. Now what you need to understand in this particular lecture is that on the one hand there is a separate application, that is a separate form, which the applicant needs to fill for the availability of the name that they propose for the company. And of course there is a separate application form for the incorporation of the company. And as I've mentioned in the earlier lecture, these forms can be filled either in physical form or they can be filled through the e-service that is now available. But the point that you need to note is that either you can file the two forms together, that is the one form for the availability of the name and the other form for the incorporation of the company. And if you file both of these together at the same time, then the time period for the reservation of the name is not going to be as important as in the second option where you file separate applications, that is one application is filed for simply the availability of the name and then another application for the incorporation of the company is filed separately. So let's say that you file two separate applications, because I've mentioned this earlier that the very first step in the incorporation process is to look for the availability of a name, and I repeat this particular point that it is possible that a person may actually just take this first step alone and not take the other steps relating to the incorporation procedure, that is the other forms that the applicant needs to fill regarding the incorporation procedure. So yes, there is the option as per section 10 subsection 4 that the person may simply file a separate application just for the availability of the name. And basically this application is for the reservation of the name, and the reservation time period is simply 60 days. So obviously the question arises, 60 days counting from what date? So the answer is that the applicant is required to also file a separate application later on for incorporation, but he or she has to do that within the period of the 60 days. And if he or she does not do so, then the name that has been reserved under section 10 subsection 4 of the Companies Act 2017 is not going to remain available after the expiry of these 60 days. So like I said, the concept of reservation is usually more important in the context of the situation where you're filing two separate applications. That is, first you're taking just the very first step regarding the application for the availability of a name, and then later on you start the remaining incorporation procedures and start filling the other relevant forms. So in short, once the registrar receives the application for availability of name and that application is successfully approved, then in this situation the registrar will issue the availability of the name. But once the registrar issues the letter for the availability of the name, then that name is reserved for a period of only 60 days from the date that the letter is issued by the registrar to the applicant. So I repeat, an applicant has the option to file either a separate application for the availability of the name and then incorporation of the company, or to file combined application for both the availability of the name and incorporation of the company. But if the applicant decides to file separate applications, that is, first he files only for the availability of the name and then later on starts the remaining incorporation procedures, then in this situation, that particular name, if it gets approved, it gets reserved for that applicant for a period of 60 days, but no longer than that. Oh, and by the way, if I have not already mentioned this in my other lecture, let me just point this out right now, that in any application for the availability of a name, you should always mention 3 names. That is, you have to propose 3 names in order of priority, and then it's up to the registrar to approve any one of them. And of course, you have to be prepared for the possibility that the registrar may refuse to register the company in the names that you have proposed. So in this situation, the aggrieved party, that is the aggrieved applicant, has the option to apply within 30 days of the order of refusal of the registrar. for an appeal to the Commission, that is the SECP, and then the SECP's order is going to be final, which means that it cannot further be appealed in any other court.